Welcome back to What Are T Noobs. This is a T95. It's a Tier 9 American turretless tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Mines, and this one is under the command of Andromeda. Battle started. Well, the Doom Turtle rides again, and well, Andromeda's rather fond of his Doom Turtle. He sent me quite a few replays with this beast, and some of them are quite interesting, and this one is no exception. Well, as you can see, the Doom Turtle with a 155mm gun, it's capable of 750 alpha, penetrating 276mm of armor, and it used to be impenetrable, this thing. Well, nearly. You see them wandering across the battlefield, being fired at by everyone, and virtually no one was penning them. In fact, it was normally only HE rounds that actually did tend to do some damage to them. Well, unfortunately that occasion RNG said no, and the shell dipped and did not hit the target. But he'll surely get another shot on target. Okay, reload time's quite long, 15 seconds. It's got a few targets up there. It's a tier 9 battle with tier 8 tanks in it, so he's top tier. Kind of decreases his opportunity to earn extra XP, but I'm sure at the end of this battle you'll probably say, well, who cares? Well, from this position at the back he's having a bit of difficulty trying to hit targets. Oh, Arty just struck our guys on the hill. You can see they've all been stunned. Looks like one very good shot. Kind of forces our guys to back off, but it also gives Andromeda a bit of an opportunity, because if the enemy does back off, and the enemy moves up rather, and our guys back off, then he might get a shot on one of them. E75 right at the centre, sitting behind the centre rock. There's that gap, and he might be able to fire through that. And he does, and gets a nice hit. A high roll, 781, but he was spotted. And remember, there is Arty in this game, which means obviously, yep, Arty rounds might be inbound. Now, one of the bad things about the T95 is a set of fuel tanks right at the back, which are kind of exposed, which makes them quite vulnerable to a fire. And I should know, because I set fire to one earlier this morning with an HE round from my Arty. Yes, they are kind of vulnerable. He's got no shots on the island at the moment, say the lighthouse island. No shots on the guys who are up at the top, and there must be some up there, but just we've got nobody south of the castle hill, and they will proxy spot anybody who's hiding next to that those bushes. So at the moment we don't know if they're there or not. There's a T26E5 Patriot in there and an EBR75. Now, if you take a look at Andromeda's position, it's a bit difficult to at the moment. He's in sniper view, and he's got the view rather close. That's better. Yes, if you look at his position, he probably wasn't spotted. Yes, so he wasn't, but he pulled out, and there was an E5 up there, and he's been struck 3 times. And oh, what a lot of hit points lost. Nearly 1,000, closer to 900 hit points. Oh, I think the EBR's trying to top it up by firing HE rounds, and the UDA's just managed to track him. Well, he's lost half his hit points. It's not good. It is 1,000, well, just under 1,000 hit points in total. So that was quite an expensive move. But he vaporizes the EBR, so I suppose that's some form of revenge. And he's backed up to use the bush mechanic, but I'm not sure if he's going to stay in this position actually. And he's been spotted again. It used to be that this... Oh, and that was a T30 with a 155mm gun. Just got a very nice shot into Andromeda's side, and that's lost him, oh, virtually all of his hit points. Now he's down to 119 to fight the rest of this battle. Is that going to be enough? That's where the shell from the T30 went in, right through the side. He fires one back at a T34. He's got a 120mm gun. And, well, he gets tracked again. And this time round, because it was a bounce or a non-penetrating shot, he gets a Spartan medal. If he can survive the battle. But fires one back at... Oh, that's a good hit. High roll again, 762. The T30 can see him. Or at least he was spotted. It may have been the T34 who spotted him, even from all that distance away. He shakes his reticule to try and get it on target. He doesn't. The T34 pulls behind the tower gate. But I'm pretty sure that T30 is taking the opportunity to hold back, not poke out until he's ready. Because he doesn't want to attract attention from Andromeda's 155mm gun, because that could be rather painful to him. There he is. And yes, it was. But the round he fired back, which was an HE round, funnily enough, he's trying to fire HE because he wanted to try and knock Andromeda out the game with an HE round. When you've got that low hit point, sometimes an HE round can be beneficial. But unfortunately, on this occasion, it doesn't work out for the T30, and he lost a huge amount of hit points in the process. Now, if the T34 thinks that Andromeda's not looking his way, he might come through that gate, get a bit closer, and that'll give Andromeda the chance to finish him off. There's the T30. Yes, good shot, 744, low roll, but he's waggling, and the shell from the T30 misses, zips over the top. I think he was going for the cupola, and it failed, and the T34 goes down to our GW Tiger Porsche. Okay, shaking his reticule to try and get it on target. So it'd be rather nice actually if he could take out that Waffenträger. They're 2 down at the moment. And, well, it's early days. There's still got 7 minutes, 50 seconds to go. So, not even halfway through the battle yet, but close. You could technically say that the enemy team does have all the advantages of position at the moment. Our team seems to be stuck on defending. And Andromeda's done the right thing actually to anchor himself to this rock here, because not only is it difficult to take down the tankers actually using this corner, but it does actually protect the entire eastern side of the map. Oh, our Arty got taken out by the enemy Arty. That's the counter battery so far. They didn't get the other one. Or rather, I should say that nobody got the enemy one. You can see that the enemy Arty, from against his name, that he is actually he's got 2 kills already. And that, I think, was an Arty round exploding against the rocks. So the GW Tiger P is now aiming at Andromeda. And I'm not really surprised about that as well, because after all, he is firing HE, and HE might be able to take down Andromeda, whereas nothing else fired at him directly. Won't. Oh, he fires! It was an auto aim, and it worked beautifully. So he's taken down the Yag Tiger. Back to his bush. The Doom Turtle is actually quite difficult to take down. If you can't hit the lower plate, you have to go for the cupolas. But the cupolas are actually quite difficult to hit most of the time. Oh, and here comes the Noobs, who thinks he's clever, But unfortunately, he's left a bit of his vehicle exposed, and well, Andromeda will take charge of that. It's a low roll, but it's 700 hit points. And it means now the UDES is a one-shot. And there you go, he's gone. And we bounced around from the T30. Andromeda moves forward to knock down the wall because he can't see the target. He's only got APCR left at the moment. And HE. Weapon Traker, gone. That's a good kill. That guy was threatening. Andromeda waggling as he pulls back. And he bounces another round from the T30. And according to this, technically, he might have earned a steel wall, not just the Spartan medal now. Of course, he got a Spartan quite early on, but even that bounce from the T30 would have been worth a Spartan. Well, there's very few members left on their team. Only 3, including Andromeda. And there's 6 on the enemy team, so they're outnumbered 2-1. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left. Now, it's getting close. Looks like the enemy's going to have to beat themselves to death trying to get to this cab. But they've got to get past Andromeda first, and he's going to make it as costly as possible for them to do that. I expect an HE round from the Arty, more than likely going to come in this direction very shortly. I'm going to predict that one. Well, yes, I'm an Arty player myself, so I do know. Yep. The Arty player got one near. He did stun Andromeda, but it wasn't close enough to do any damage. So it was outside the blast radius, but close enough to cause some stun. Now he's pulled back just a little bit, so the T30 can't see him. And that means the Arty can't see him, and then he can move forward when he's ready. He's trying to draw that T30 in. He's a one-shot now anyway, so is Andromeda for that matter. But the T30 is just finding it incredibly difficult to get a shot on target. Plus, of course, in this particular position, and a bit further back, again, it makes it that much more difficult to loop a shell over the rock. In fact, there's only really one Arty that, at this level, that could loop a shell over the rock. And, of course, that's a tier 10 Arty, the Conqueror gun carriage. And, yes, unfortunately not in this game, so they can't use it. 6% of his health, that's all he's got left. Okay, he's going to pull forward just a bit, see what he can see, just in case the T30 is creeping up. Yes, he is. There you are. Bye-bye. Oh my god, didn't penetrate the target. Waggle, waggle. That's it, waggle. He can't get you if he can't get the round in. Okay, he's reloaded. That T30 driver is very, very, very lucky. Oh, and he's been spotted again. And it's a proximity spot, because one of the enemy tanks, the AMX M449, is just around the corner, which means he's going to be visible through the rock. But the T30 left a bit of his vehicle out, and now he's taken him out the game. But Andromeda's reloading. Can he get the reload done in time? And will this AMX come around the corner enough to give Andromeda a shot? He's now back into the Arty safe position. You can see that wall on his right hand side stops any Arty shells from coming in on him. They might be able to stun him, but they can't stop him killing that AMX M449. It's going to take 2 shots to kill him though. And that's the 2-minute... Oh, it's the minute warning actually. I missed the 2-minute siren. And this AMX M449 is not taking advantage of the fact that he does have twice as many hit points as it costs Andromeda with 1 shot. And here comes the TVP. The Indian Panzer's holding off from a different direction, but that TVP, oh, kills... It was actually the AMX M449 killed the the Indian Panzer. And here comes the TVP. There's 5 left on the enemy team. 4 left on the enemy team. The E75 bites the dust. But now Andromeda has the reload, and these guys know it. They bounced the first round. Will they bounce another? Well, there's one into the tracks. He's going for the kill. Yes, he gets it. That's a Top Gun. Another medal. Now, can he get another shot into that AMX M449? There's only 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1. Game over. It's a draw. Well done. That was exciting towards the end. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was only a first class tanker, but it was certainly an exciting first class tanker. He managed to get a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a fire for effect. He also managed to get a Spartan. He survived the battle and had a ricochet when he had less than 10% of his hit points left, so he earns that medal. A cool-headed for surviving the battle, having received 10 ricochets, non-penetrating shots in a row. And a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, a Top Gun for getting 6 kills, and a steel wall to boot as well. Blocked the most damage and at least 11 hits. And his win rate for the game was 5.793, and he basically saved that game for his team. And surprising really, because he actually only had a fraction of his hit points from about halfway through the battle. The enemy got those fantastic shots into him when he moved from the rock at the back to the rock on the corner, and if he'd actually had all of those hit points still to spare, I think he could have ended up with more kills. But on this occasion, he defended the team and saved them from a loss and gave them a draw instead, which I suppose is good compensation. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, we can see that he did get the highest damage in the game, 5,066. The next high scorer was the ISU 152 on his team, 4,118. And then that Waffenträger, who got 4,001. When it came to kills, again, he got the highest number with 6. The GW Tiger P on the enemy team managed to get 4 kills in the end. So he was actually a very good player. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's definitely got the highest, 817 base experience points, and 653 goes to that GW Tiger P, and 587 goes to the T96E5 Patriot. He fired 16 rounds in that game, got 13 direct hits and 11 penetrations, damage of 5,066 hit points, of which 1,767 were at more than 300 meters. He received 16 hits from the enemy during that game, 4 of them were penetrations, 12 non-penetrations, and 3 hits by way of splash damage, and most of those penetrations are good when he moved between the different rocks. The other one, I think, was from the T30 who shot him through the side. 4,090 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 6 killed, and 661 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 62,259 credits, got 31,888 for completing the mission, 5,588 for courageous resistance. That's for getting an epic medal or battle hero medal in a losing or a drawn game. Total 99,735. After repair and ammunition respline, he didn't have to fire that much in the way of APCR, but he did run out of standard ammo towards the end, so that's what he was firing. He actually ended up with 35,556 credits. He got 3 bonds for the awards and 1,225 XP plus 715 for courageous resistance. Took away 1,941 experience points altogether. So he held on to a draw and he gets 5 medals. Yes, very nicely done. And it just shows the value of that rock on mines on that corner. If you've got a very difficult to take down tank, you can hold the team. It's like Horatius at the bridge, holding back the horde of the enemy and defending the team's honour against the barbarians. Well done on this occasion. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We're only a small channel. We don't have that many subscribers, which is a pity because we have a huge number of videos. In fact, I reckon you can probably find a video about just about every tank that's in Wargaming's inventory, at least most of them. At one time or other, somebody's done a replay about, or I've done a replay or a video about one tank or other. Obviously, we cater to Arty most of the time, and if you do have a really good replay with lots of medals in it, do send it in and let us know, and we might be able to do it and put it up on YouTube for you. Thanks for watching.